whichever one that
And
you
we
want
are
it to.
live! Guys, can you hear me go?
You are good to us,
Yes.
Steph.
Yeah, alright. Sorry about the delay. It seems that we can't seem to... We always have some sort of technical issue. It was just something with the new update to Fantasy Grounds tonight. But anyway, we are Dances with Kobolds, and this is episode 2 of Storm King's Thunder. Our intrepid heroes last week came upon the city of Nightstone, seemingly abandoned, except for some goblins. And they were attacked by the goblins and bravely destroyed them. Now we leave they've got rid of all the goblins, and now our heroes are in the church staring at a couple they've gagged and tied. What will they do next? But tonight, I'm joined by...
Ian, and I'll be playing Gerald Rockefeller Dodge, Bard, who's going to be a... Right, now I can't remember again. Doesn't matter.
You're very,
Yeah, it sounds like you're like 10 or 15 feet away from your mic.
Is that better?
No, it still sounds like you're across the room.
Does everybody else go?
I'm Patrick. I will be playing Pimble Nugget Forbath, a forest gnome wizard who just hit double digits for hit points and is feeling strong.
I am Brendan. I will be playing Heracles, the human barbarian who hit double digits for hit points at level 1 and now effectively has 50.
Yes. And I am Lorne, and I am playing Hongo Stonjo, Rogue Goliath.
And can you hear me now?
Yes.
That's better.
Now, are you like a sneaky Goliath, or are you like a Goliath that's on the warpath that can't be stopped?
Today I am a little bit of both.
Oh, Steph, can you share the maps?
Oh, yes, sorry. Thank you all for joining me this evening. Before I forget, we are officially streaming for Extra Life, so everyone, as per AL rules, will get some inspiration. Remember, inspiration doesn't stack. And a free
And
health
a potion of
potion.
healing.
And a free health potion. Which it sounds like they desperately need.
Only the guy who has like 10 health.
12? 12 health?
I mean, really,
Okay,
when you
no,
get down to that much.
It's sad when, after leveling up, I have 15.
I started at 15.
Dude, you gotta put all them points in the con.
I got 13 after leveling up. Wait, that doesn't make sense. 8.
I have I have 25 health.
Remember, in AL, you take the standard, which is half your hit die plus 1 plus con.
Yep.
Bards are D8, right?
Yeah, bards are
Yeah,
D8.
so I should be
Yeah, so you're
9.
6 plus your con.
5 plus your con, isn't it?
Yeah, so I should
5.
be 15.
Sorry,
16.
Okay, I should double check mine here, because I should get a...
Wait, I should have...
No, that makes sense. 6 plus 9 is 15.
Oh, good. And if people can see it on the channel, we have Baby Cat ID with us. Say hello. And I also want to say thank you to everyone. We got Twitch affiliate. Yay! Which means if you have like Twitch Prime or Amazon Prime, you can connect your Twitch and your Amazon Prime account and sponsor us or another lovely stream. We're not greedy. Anyway, on with the show. What do you guys plan on doing next? You have 3 sleeping technically 5 sleeping goblins in front of you. And you have just finished a short rest, so you're not as beaten and bloody anymore.
Throw him in the moat.
Let's not. As much as I would enjoy destroying these creatures which have defiled a temple, perhaps it would be best to find out where they're from and what happened to the townsfolk.
Okay. So then, I guess they're asleep or they're knocked out?
Two are knocked out, and those are the ones you knocked out earlier. The ones that were ringing the bell. And the three you see in front of you were under the sleep spell, and they should be coming out by now.
Yeah, we had them tied up and we had them clean up.
Yep.
Right, you had them clean up.
Alright, let's drag them outside.
Okay, you drag all five outside.
Which, they're tied up. It's honestly just Heracles picks them up all at once with one hand and carries them outside.
Oh, and it's like that stress toy for your desk with the balls?
Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum.
Alright. They stand before you, kind of quivering like goblins would.
You there, Bard. You're good with talking, right?
Oh, very much.
Why don't you handle this? And I'll pat you on the back and push you forward towards them.
Okay, so, what am I asking them? I guess where are they from? That was the first question.
What happened to the townsfolk?
Yeah, where are the townsfolk? And I'm kind of walking up in front of them, listing them off on my fingers. What else?
Are there any others in the town?
Yeah, where the survivors went. And then as we're doing this, we'll watch them to see if any of them is looking like he's going to give a little more information than the others. If anyone's a little more eager to help.
You can either roll either a persuasion or intimidation check. And let's see.
Let's see. That's a 5 or a 5.
Roll one. Do you want to intimidate them or do you want to persuade them, charm them? It's up to you. I leave it up to your character.
I will use persuade. I'll do good cop. We'll go with good cop, bad cop. Now I want to let you go. And I mean, if you help us, that might just be what happens. But him, he's not happy about the temple. So maybe you answer the questions we want to, that we have? Oh, sorry, that's performance. Wrong one. Damn it!
Inspiration.
You have
Yeah, inspiration.
Roll it.
That's respectable.
Yeah, that's a little better.
All right.
I have expertise.
Oh, I took blah blah blah. The feet.
One of them sort of sheepishly looks around, sees all the bodies of their dead compatriots, and gives a look. And since none of you know Goblin, out of character, he says, "Screw you guys! I'm getting out of here," and hops forward and says, "I don't know why, but all the townsfolk went into the hills near our home. And we captured them, and our leader sent us here to find supplies."
And you're gonna lead us back there?
Well, yes.
You can kill those 2, or those 4, or whichever. The other ones that haven't helped.
I'm not going to kill them. I'm going to make them dig the graves for all their fallen comrades.
Well, hark! Our boss might, he can be persuaded for some gold. Yeah, then you don't have to do anything, and you'll find a lot of nice gold here, and just leave us alone. I mean, they came into our house. They were just sitting there, all, scared and succulent.
Is there anything else we should know about?
No.
Ask who dropped these big rocks.
Oh, that I don't know.
When did you get here?
Afterwards, after the people went to the hills. Which is strange. The people never go to the hills unless to hunt us. It looks like they had just left.
Ask them who their leader is.
Hark! I said it before. Hark!
Yeah,
That's his name, but is he a goblin? Is he
Yes, a
something
goblin.
else?
Yes.
And are they going to come looking for you?
I could disappear, lead you there, and for a little gold, scamper off.
No gold. And 2 of you aren't going anywhere. 2 of you are going to stay here for the townsfolk to come back to.
Why 2? And he holds up 3 fingers.
Because 1 of you is leading us there. Which one wants to be let free?
I think the helpful one.
Pojo's the helpful one, I have decided. He's the one that's
You 2, do you have anything helpful? Or are we going to leave you here for the townsfolk to come back to?
You can roll me an intimidation or persuasion check.
Got a 0 mod.
I'm going to... 1 second. Both of them just look down and don't say anything.
What was that? Is there something you want to say to him? Or to the school teacher?
They just shake their heads and fall silent.
Damn it!
I like how you rolled a 5, you still tied me.
They again just sort of shoot dagger eyes at Pojo, the one who was like, screw you guys, I'm getting out of here. But these other, technically there's 4. These other 4 are,
There's the 2 we knocked out in the tower.
Yeah, but I ended up deleting them because combat just became too difficult.
Did they find any other people left in the town at all?
No, so far. I told you, they all went to the hills for some reason.
Have you guys been up to the keep yet?
No, there's a, we couldn't get across the bridge. We were going to make a ladder or something to get across. The bridge has been knocked out.
Alright, well, let's get to the bridge before we go find the townsfolk and try and get across it.
And check out these buildings for any survivors.
Yep.
Alright, sir, I'll be right here. And he turns into, a really big keener.
Alright.
Are you going to pick him up and just carry him with us?
I'm going to stay in the town square, and if anybody needs help, I will run there. Otherwise, I'm going to keep an eye on these guys, make sure they don't get out of their bonds and run away.
See, this is what Nightstone looks like. Yeah.
Sorry. I could toss a gnome across that.
You can toss a goblin, too.
I don't trust the goblins.
I could probably think of something to build to get us across rather than thrown over.
It'll be fun! We could probably just
Maybe it would be fun.
The tail of the flying gnome.
Probably just pull some of these fences out of the ground. It's what, 15 feet?
What, you're gonna hit him like a baseball?
No, to actually make a bridge.
Well, look around town. Where's everyone going?
We'll just go clockwise, I guess, from where we are.
Oh, Lauren hasn't logged back in yet. That's okay, though.
He can hear us.
Yeah, I'm on my phone right now because my internet at home is less than adequate, apparently.
Oh shit! All right, I'll move your character for you. Okay.
Okay. I mean, I have run this adventure before, so I know a little bit. You tell me what building we're going to. I should remember enough about it to help out when stuff happens.
Yeah.
Well, is there a smithy or a general store, something like that, that might have supplies?
Like a grappling hook.
Well, a grappling hook or some basic wood or planks or even a couple of ladders we could lash together.
Pojo
You
says.
don't have any fancy words for that?
Pojo says, should be that I was looking over in this corner here where your green, this little green spot was, but there's the inn over there, and where the green square is now is the inn.
We could take the blades off the windmill.
And this is like a stable, he tells you, because this is what he has personally looked at. I mentioned we were streaming for Extra Life, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't forget this time.
Well, do we want to start with the tavern?
You guys go right ahead. I'm going to stay in the center of town.
All right. Well, you don't be a Yamagorp. We'll go do the work for you.
I'll poke my head into the around the corner. Is the door open or closed first?
It is open. You remember, because this was your clue, you wanted to actually come here, but you and Hongo actually wanted to come here. You wanted to come here because it was a comfortable inn for your troupe to play, and Hongo wanted to come here because the owner of this inn, a shield dwarf named Morak Gray, knows a lot of adventure stuff.
Okay, so I'll look in.
All right, roll me a perception.
Someone have better perception than a plus?
I'm a -1.
What'd
I
you
don't
get?
remember what mine is, but I would probably give a look.
I'm a +1. Excuse me.
I'm a +3.
1 sec.
I've got good eyes.
Okay, so
Pla-
both Hongo and Nugget, or not. Should I call your character Pimble or Nugget, Patrick?
Oh, Nugget is just fine. That's what everybody who gets to know me calls me.
All right, so Nugget. Both Nugget and Hongo, you hear creaking coming from upstairs.
Which building are we in? As I
The
load
inn.
up the achievements? Okay.
Do you hear that?
Yes, is kind of thing.
Are you going to try and sneak up, or do you want me to?
I'd be sneaky.
All right, I will roll your character stats.
That's good, because while I just got in, it'll probably be a minute before I actually have access to my sheet.
You actually go up the stairs, but not realizing just how badly this inn is damaged. It creaks. Goes
What did I roll?
a 6 or an 8. Sorry, an 8.
Yeah, that's better than the last time. Actually, no, that's exactly what I rolled the last time.
Pimble just gives you a thumbs up when you look back after squeaking.
Oh, wait. I think I've used all my inspirations. Oh, wait. We had a short rest, didn't we? Did we have a short rest?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so inspiration for Pimble. Or for, not Pimble, for Hongo.
No. Everyone already has inspiration, hasn't used it yet.
Bardic
the other
inspiration.
Oh, maybe we should call it BI, Bardic Inspiration.
Bardic movement. BM.
No.
All right, you go start walking up the stairs and you see a vacant bedroom, or what's left of it anyway. It contains 2 beds, an empty wardrobe, excuse me, a desk, and a matching chair. An oil lamp sits on one corner of the desk, and another rests on a small table tucked between 2 beds. A bearskin rug lies on the floor. And you see there's nothing in here, but sort of, I'm assuming you're kind of here. You're in this landing area. You see another room off to your left that's pretty much the same thing. And there's another one, like, sort of around the corner and just past your vision.
Is there a map for the inside of the inn?
I don't think so. Let me double check.
That's odd, because I know there was one when I...
Oh, here it is. Here it is. It wasn't in... Normally, yeah, some of these just aren't in the plate, a normal place. Okay. This will make it easier. Yes, you're at the top of the stairs here. Can you move your character token, or do you want me to?
I now have access. I just need to drop a token onto that layer, I guess.
Okay.
I don't seem to be able to. Doesn't matter.
You said I'm right about there?
Yeah, you're right about there. So you see, like, a destroyed bedroom when you go in, and this one is actually Morak's bedroom, and you can tell because it's much finer than everything else.
Anything of use in it?
There is a chest that remains untouched.
We're gonna keep our ears out for him going upstairs, so I'll keep a perception check.
All right.
All right. Does it look like it would be safe to get from where I am currently to the chest? Like
yes.
the floor will not give away or anything. Okay, I will
Yes.
move to the chest. I will assume that's good enough.
Yeah, that's good enough.
I want to check the chest for any sort of trap.
Okay, roll me an investigation. It is not trap, but the lock is kind of tricky. So if you want to use your thieves' tools, you're going to have to really jiggle it.
I will give it a try.
Okay.
I'm going to re-roll that with inspiration.
Ooh, yeah. Better, you just barely make it.
And remember, you have
Literally.
Bardic.
You
Oh, I forgot about the Bardic. Thank you.
You literally needed a 20 to open it with no problems. So you open
I
it.
couldn't remember what the DC was, but I'm like, 12 is horrible. I'm going to try that again.
So you have a chest that contains a suit of chainmail, sized for a dwarven helm, a leather bag that contains 45 gold and 100 gold gemstones, and a potion of heroism.
Do we have a dwarf? No, everyone's either human or Goliath or gnome.
Yeah, this time.
I would assume those belong to someone.
We're not on that floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're nowhere near there.
I'm going to do an investigation on the main floor to see if
Sure.
I'm gonna head into this far room, see if I can spot anything interesting.
I'll
Yep.
cover
Oh,
Grandma. That'll be Pimble's new group call sign, Grandma.
I'm 21 years old. Grandma's hardly appropriate.
You sound like my grandma.
She sounds like a lovely person.
Anyway,
She was.
Downstairs in the kitchen, you see out of the corner of your eye, you almost miss it, a little goblin female with pink bows in her hair, with a gigantic heavy sack that she's slowly dragging along the floor. And then your eyes meet, and you know that she's there, and she knows that you're there. And she's going to try and make a break for it.
Leave the sack. Just go.
I want food! And she's gonna continue to run. One sec.
I'll try and intimidate and yell, drop it.
All right, roll me an intimidate.
There we go.
2 nat 20s in a row. She really struggles to take the sack with her, but then she sees you, Gerald, and you go and channeling your parents when they were like, study, don't don't play guitar, blah 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 blah. What are you doing with your life? You go, drop it, and she drops it and runs for her life. And in this, you get several muffins, a block of cheese, a cooked chicken, a frying pan, an iron pot, a bullseye lantern, 2 flasks of oil, a set of cooking utensils, a jar of cloves, a jar of saffron, a dented silver jug, and a cracked hourglass.
Dibs on the jar of saffron. How much is that worth?
It's worth 1 gold, but this is AL, so no one can...
I know, it's a joke because saffron is incredibly valuable. In real life.
Let's maybe stop the old woman. Is she running out the front door?
Gum, it's a goblin. It's a female goblin.
Oh, a goblin? Is she running out the front door? My question is the same.
I think she went out the...
Yeah, I think she
back.
would have scampered out the back, because this is the kitchen area right here where,
Yeah, it's this
Pinball or
whole
Nugget is.
corner of the
Would
back
I
of the
have
building.
line of sight on that from outside?
roll me a perception check.
I'm great at these, guys.
You're doing good with the 10s today.
Yeah.
I'm going to say you might have heard a scuffle, but then she sort of darts like the wind, and it's just boom. She's in your range of vision for a split second, and then she books it through the tall glass in the sort of graveyard area, and just keeps going.
Do I see her do this?
Hongo? No, you're upstairs. Oh wait, yes.
Looking out over the hole.
Yes. I'm going to. I'm actually saying your. I'm going to say yeah. You see for a split second, but again, she's just going too fast because you just have your arms full of the loot you just got.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put the loot in my bag, and then I'm gonna move on to this bedroom, check to see if the door is trapped.
It is not trapped, but it is empty.
Okay. And then I'm going to go up to this door. I realize I should probably try and give a perception check to see if I find signs of inhabitants on the other side first before opening a door.
Okay.
So where's perception here? There we go. $19. Do I hear, smell,
You hear
sense?
some shaky breathing. Like someone is doing their best to remain very, very still and quiet, but is nervous enough that they can't kind of help it. You get some sort of just like the faintest hint that a person is in there.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna. Oh. Yeah, Hanjo will open the door.
Ah, who are you?
I am Hanjo Stonjo.
Oh, thank you, sir. Oh, thank you.
What am I speaking to?
You are speaking to a lovely lady. One sec.
Avert your eyes. Be a gentleman.
Pimble is taking everything out of the bag and just, tisking and saying, "Poor little goblin. Thought it was treasure to her, but it's really just trumpery." And he's laying everything out, and it is in meticulous sort of order, and everything is straight as he's just sort of placing it back on the counters.
Until the block of cheese, I'll take a big hunk out of it. And not a regular hunk with a knife, like just rip a hunk out of the side.
Oh, I thought you were biting straight into the wheel. That's what Heracles would have done.
Good thing he ain't there yet. And Kella just sort of almost jumps into your arms. I'm so scared, sir. I was just a traveler to Nightstone, and then this rocks came falling from the sky, and I must have fainted. I think a rock hit my head or something, and the next thing I knew, everyone was gone, and I've been hiding here all by myself. And with my pet flying snake. And you see this sort of snake with wings curled on her shoulder.
Okay, just a moment.
And there were goblins everywhere. Oh, you saved me.
Yeah, I'm gonna insight check this girl.
She's pretty.
You know what? I am gonna roll my d6. Woohoo!
Let's see.
13.
So 7 plus 6 is a 13. Alright, 1 sec. She is telling the truth. She is just a scared commoner female grasping onto your arm, and you're glad you were there to save her life.
Okay. Looking in the decimated remains of this room, is there anything of use available?
No, basically, this room is set up like all the other ones, like your standard hotel. There's like 2 beds. There was like 2 beds and two little like a nightstand and 2 little wardrobes and like a rug in here, like the other ones. But that's all been collapsed.
I probably see bits of it as debris under the rock.
Yeah.
Okay. I will lead her to the last one here. Check for traps. Check to see if there's anything on the other side of it.
Nothing. There's literally nothing. You can see.
I'll open the door. Check to see if there's anything of use in there.
No, nothing. I mean, if you wanted to like steal furniture or a bearskin rug, but
no. Literally, I'm looking
anything.
for anything that might be of use, either as adventuring or trying to find the people who should be living in this town. My thoughts are they're gone. They're not coming back. And so taking what is of use is not going to be stealing.
There's some bearskin rugs that you can make like a blanket out of if you really want to, and some blankets, but otherwise nothing.
Nah. Okay, I will lead her downstairs.
Where in the kitchen, Pimble is telling Gerald as he pulls a little bit of herbage out of one of the plant pots. Put a pinch of sage in your boots, and all day long a spicy scent is your reward.
I'll pick it up from him.
All right,
I get the reference. That's a good reference.
I get the
throwing
reference.
you across
I'm
that
gonna
gap
slap
now.
him like Nelson slapped Martin.
Wait, what?
It's a Simpsons reference.
Oh, okay.
That half-hearted, where Martin's skipping around and Nelson tries to and misses.
Team Discovery Channel.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so let's go back out to the. I guess we'll all go back out to the courtyard, meet up with Heracles, and then we'll pick up the next building. Take our. I guess you found a survivor.
Who's your friend, Hongo?
Hello, hello, I'm Kella. This Hongo, is it? Hongo saved me, and you have all saved me from these goblins. It's been a terrible few days. Was just on a wandering monk on the traveling around. When the rocks started falling from the sky, and I must have hit my head, and next thing I know, everyone was gone, and then goblins came.
Insight? Is she telling the truth?
Nope, no one's no. Oh wait, she's telling the truth. She's telling the truth. Also, she's kind of pretty.
Did you see who dropped the rocks?
No, I was in my study praying when a big rock suddenly dropped it down from the sky and almost hit me. And I think a little debris hit me. I would have been a goner.
Well, it's a good thing we got rid of the goblins before they found you.
Indeed, indeed.
So we'll take her out and then I guess leave her with Heracles as we head to the next building? Or is there anything else you guys want to do in the...
Do I see any furniture or anything in here that I think could be used to repair the bridge, or is it all pretty much decimated?
You think you could take a few benches and there's some tables that can be scrapped rather easily. But then as you're sort of moving around and moving all these tables, you see a goblin with a crossbow in its chest.
Oh, so dead.
Yes. Completely dead.
Can I inspect the crossbow bolt? See if it's recent or
Sure.
not?
Sure.
Is that investigation or medicine?
Either or. I'll let you choose. You think it's fairly recent. Past, day, at least. The body's cold to the touch, but it's not, rotten or anything.
Okay, I will note that.
Yep, that's what you see. What do you guys plan on doing now?
Next building, I guess.
And Kella comes with you. Looking sheepish. And scared.
I'll tug at Gerald and hold him back for just a second and try and whisper sort of quietly, something killed the goblin that wasn't us.
Oh, and I'll look at her walking away. Oh. Where was that corpse? In
the dining room near where Kella's room was. See, you see it's easier to say on the big map. See where that big hole is? That was Kella's room, and then right underneath it was the dining room. And you guys being adventurers and you especially Gerald, who has a crossbow, realize that it's pretty easy that if someone just stood watch over the hole, they could get a shot on a goblin without alerting people.
Okay, I figured.
So it most likely came from the room that I found her in.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll keep an eye on her for now. And move on to what's the next house?
You could move to the stables, you could go further south. It's up to you.
I think we're going clockwise, so...
Okay, so you go to the Southwell Farm. Over here. You find in the yard here signs that, Actually, I think, Pimple, you weren't did your people farm a lot? Or Heracles, did your people farm a lot?
Not us.
Not mine.
We gathered in the forest, but we were mostly a type of miner.
Okay.
I thought you were 21.
That's a minor in Gnome.
It is not. I am a young adult. I am of age.
What
You
age?
just said you were a minor.
Oh, you're such a jargogle, but that simply means we dig underground.
You're just a what now?
One who jumbles or confuses things. A jargogle.
A
So there's a
jargogle.
confusing word for someone who's confusing.
It's a perfectly cromulent word.
Now that I get.
Well, with that performance and big in that way. So we'll check the farm, I guess.
All right, you see underneath the stone there in the upper corner of this farm, you see a body of a dead woman, human woman. And you also find a sack that you think was being used by one of the goblins that contains a single live chicken and some copper and a gold ring.
Well, I will free the chicken. And I want to check the ring against the person's body who's under the rock. Is there a ring line on their hand or anything like that?
That is correct.
I will put the ring back on it.
Okay, I will remove that from the parcel.
Was there any noticeable signs on the ring?
No, it was
Like,
just a simple
family
gold.
sigil or...
It was just a simple gold band. Nothing more.
Okay. I will mark that for later in case it might be of use.
And we'll check out, is this the barn over here?
Yes.
Door open or closed?
This is the stable house. You find actually a couple horses in here. But there's a rock with a huge boom. There's a rock on the floor, but none of the horses seem hurt. You have 5 draft horses and 5 riding horses. Their
I
hairs...
will...
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I'm just going to whistle and bring my goat over and have my goat hang out here because it seems safe.
Your
Then-
goat, Peaches makes herself right at home.
Why is Peaches not just hanging out with Heracles?
She may well have been, but now she's hanging out with the horses.
You also notice Nugget or Pimble, because you've taken care of a goat, and that's similar enough to a horse, that their feed troughs are getting kind of low. But upstairs in a loft, you find haystacks and sacks of oats.
I will fill it up. And the ladder to the loft, is it removable?
Yes.
I will suggest to Hongo or someone larger that you should probably take that with us. That might be useful to help cross the bridge.
Good idea. And we'll take it away after he gets up to the top.
How do you get down?
Pimble uses his mage hand, and he's just going to pile a whole bunch of hay, and then he happily leaps from the top and splashes down into the hay.
See, he's got the farm life figured out already.
It's not the first time I've had to, say, jump out of a tree or something like that.
And I'll waggle my eyebrows and say, "Oh, a tumble in the hayloft, if you know what I'm saying." Waggle, waggle, waggle.
And
I bop him in the back of the head with the ladder to ask if Pimble is okay.
Pimble just sort of tilts his head sideways and looks confused, like, I really don't understand what you're saying. I'm sorry.
Oh, when you're older.
You find, as you search the barn, another little package which is a little cloth pouch containing 1 copper and a little wooden box engraved with the symbol of the Lion Shield Coster on it. And it is packed with 10 silver darts.
I would like to have those if no one is opposed, because
Yeah,
silver
take 'em.
throwing weapons on a rogue.
Yep, they're in the joint right now, so feel free.
So if no one is opposed to this,
Nope. Take him.
I don't feel great about taking from people, but I don't think this is too much of a problem.
We can send Pimble to do little tasks whenever we have to do that.
This is what it looks like on the inside, but there's no threats in there, so I didn't kind of bother at all.
Ooh, there's 2 ladders.
Oh yeah, there was 2 ladders. There you go. I'm gonna say he took both of them. Oh wait, that's the other ladders, is the one Hongo had. There you go.
Are
You
you
have to take them one at a time.
I have to.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Alright, where are you guys going to next?
Next building, I guess.
You could either come to over here. Where's that green square? Oh, it disappeared. Huh.
I removed it. It was for one of my spells that I didn't use.
Oh, okay, that's fine. You could look in the steel tower.
I guess this farm next. Then these 2 buildings. Then these 2. And then there. And then finally there. And there and there.
Okay.
Would be my guess.
You
Any objections?
No, I figure go door to door, figure out what's there of use, procure it if we need to, and then move on. I suggest, if we need to move far afield, we should, use the horses because they will cut down on our travel time. Also, actually, do we want to raise the front gate?
I was just wondering that because they may send people to look after the goblins that Hark sent down.
Yeah, we might as well take it before we go into the next farm, Will.
Alright, I'm going to say you guys are all pretty clever. You're able to figure it out and bring it up. But you're only... Yeah.
You told us last time that there were 2 wheels and
Yes.
it looked like they were both connected to it, so it would take 2 of us working together, I assume.
Yes.
It'll probably be me and Heracles because we're the strongest of the 2 of all of us.
All right, so I'm saying you come first to this one over here. This house. It says Holvaren on top on like a little plaque. You search the residence, you find nothing of value, there's no one in there. But you go out into that farm field and see where the big rock is.
Yep.
In the middle over here. You find the corpse of a older human male underneath it.
I'll, say a little prayer and check to see that, he isn't using something that might be of use to us. Again, I'm
No.
pragmatic.
Then I'll look off into the distance to see where the rock could have come from.
We've already established that these fell to make these impact craters, right?
Yes.
Can I tell if it came straight down or if it came like arced up and over and there's like an indentation on one side or the other that would show that it was like fired from a trebuchet or a catapult or something?
Roll me an investigation check. nat 20 this. Okay. So, Pimple, as you've been looking at every single one of these, as you've been fighting the goblins and going throughout the day, something just bugs you. Something isn't right. And you kind of briefly, in your search, look to the coast and look to the shore, and you don't see any signs that anyone brought forth siege weaponry. There should be some sort of, like, divots in the hills and mud. There should be bits of wood out there and other signs of, like, a siege. And there's nothing.
Unused ammunition?
Yes, exactly. There's nothing.
And along with that, I let everybody know with like a 20-minute discourse on the difference between catapults and trebuchets and why trebuchets are better.
I don't know, man. Ballistas are better against mass troops.
But 90 kilograms, you say?
And yeah, so I'll let them know that it seems weird that these weren't fired from anything large that was some kind of siege machine.
You think they have to have, like, dropped from the sky. Because they all seem to be dropped, like, straight. And and there's no, like, skid marks or anything. It's all, like, boom.
And it obviously seems to have caught people off guard because they just got squashed. You'd think that the first one would be a loud crash.
What's that, Brendan?
Have I ever heard of anything like this?
What's your background again?
Background. My actual, like, background is Far Traveler.
But I know you said before that you think you're a demigod.
Yes. My character is fully convinced that he is a demigod.
In reality, is he from, like, some hill tribes? Is he, why did he come to believe he was a demigod? Where was he raised?
He was raised in a temple.
In the woods?
No, in a temple in a city. I had not decided which.
Okay, you don't have to decide which cities. You were raised in a temple in a city. You think a god could... Here, how about this? Given your background and your assurance that you are probably a demigod, you think a god must have done this. A god must have swooped in, levitated in the sky with, like, enormous strength, like, kind of like in our world Superman, and just started dropping them. That is what you think. That is the only thing that makes sense to you.
Do I know of any gods that might have done this?
There are a lot of gods in the Forgotten Realms that have gone through various shenanigans, so... maybe?
Is there a god of dropping rocks?
This is where we need, Tara. She would know.
There is a god. It's called the DM.
But I'm working in the Forgotten Realms setting here. I can't just necessarily make one up on the fly. To the Forgotten Realms, Ricky! Somebody look...
No!
There is probably a couple gods, given that the Forgotten Realms has like 100-something gods.
Probably some dwarven god.
Yeah, like Mortham or Dwoon
Or maybe one of the orcish ones.
Yes, it could be one of the orcish ones. It could be a, one of the, like a, any sort of rock person god could have also done this. Or a god that, is favored from the sky, who can fly. There's at least, like, given that this is Forgotten Realms, there's probably a dozen gods who sound like they would do something like this. Or adventuring heroes.
I think it was Ogramok.
That is a legitimate answer. For those watching at home, we just finished playing Princess of the Apocalypse. That's why we still have it on the doobly-doo up there. But I'll be getting my roommate who's good with graphic arts and stuff to fix this. I just keep forgetting to ask him. So you think it's Ogramok?
That washes. Okay, let's move on.
All right, in front of this little farm, You find a trading post.
Woohoo!
Mounted above this building's entrance is a blue circular shield emblazed with the stylized golden lion. This is the symbol of the lion shield coster. They're a trading company. The door to the trading post hangs open. And there you know this place has been ransacked by goblins.
Anything of use inside?
There is anything on the adventuring gear table that is worth 10 gold or less. You could find here. So bottles, lamps, inks, spice jars, crockery, ladder, wood, rope, nails,
rope.
hammers.
I could also use a knoppy.
What's a Naki?
Knoppy, new pen.
Seriously, is that can't be a real word?
That is a real word. N-A-W-P-Y. Knoppy. I have a great list in front of me.
Why would you need a slang term for a new pen?
It's not even a slang term. It's just it's an old English word that fell out of favor, and that's obviously why it fell out of favor.
Are you looking at the mental floss one?
Probably. I pulled these months ago from a couple of different places.
So you said it's anything from the adventuring gear table that's under 10 gold?
Yes, Player's Hand, Chapter 5 of the Player's Handbook.
I will definitely be grabbing a package of 20 arrows.
Yep, you find at least one. Or you know
Let's
what?
grab some 10-foot poles.
Yep, let me roll a d4 to see how many are there. Alright, so there's one 10-foot pole. And there is
And a bundle of arrows?
One bundle of arrows. Anyone else need anything from here? We could also do this at the end of the session.
Yeah, at the end.
Okay, but there's a lot in here that has thankfully it wasn't crushed in and has been ransacked, but it hasn't been crushed. Okay, and from there, you travel to a house that's a little smaller than the rest of the houses, and Pimble, you are aware that this is a house either for halflings or goblins. Or not goblins, for gnomes.
Racist? Why couldn't goblins live there?
Well, they could live there, but it's made for smaller races. Like, everything's proportional to you guys. To you, people of your height.
Speak for yourselves. I'm almost 8 foot tall.
As Pimble walks around, he absentmindedly straightens a picture on the wall that's been made slightly crooked.
I guess I have to bend over to walk in.
I'm not even going to try.
I'm 6'7". I'm not fitting in.
I'll take this one.
Alright,
I'll watch from the door.
anybody want to do a perception check?
Can I
Perception?
Oh, you can help, but either way, Pimble, with your perception, and knowing, and being at the right height to find stuff, you find a hidey hole under a loose floorboard that has an herbalism kit, a vial of antitoxin, and a pouch containing 15 gold.
I put it back.
You put it back. You put it back. Because you can see that, there's not only, like, this house has at least a few children. And you see some evidence that, a little sign, like one of those love, live, life, you know, those ones that every middle-aged mother has. Which is, and it says the Summerhawk residence. So the Summerhawks live here. And you put it back.
I put it back. Though I shake my head in disgust at that love, life, live sign. I just think that's tacky. But I do straighten it out to make sure it's perfectly straight before I leave.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a middle-aged mother lives here.
Didn't find anything, guys.
All right. And with that, do you want to take a look at the Watchtower that is over here?
Sure. Why not?
Yeah.
We're already here.
Well, the big guys were probably doing that while I was checking out the Munchkin house.
Actually, yeah, that's a good idea. Probably would have done it then.
I'm not really leaving the. I'm not going inside anywhere. I'm always staying in line of sight of the goblins.
One thing that you also know is that there was a halfling male body underneath the stone out front. Forgot to mention that. It's not very clear.
That's terrible.
And when you search this tower, you find another sack that was dropped by one of the goblins when they rushed out to kill you. And you notice that it contains a silver locket shaped like a fish. And inside is a portrait of a rosy-cheeked male halfling with the name Larlo on it.
Interesting.
Is it the one that was smushed?
I'm going to say the hair looks the same. You can't really tell much else.
No, clearly. See, this guy in the picture, he's not a puddle.
Jesus Christ. Can you take his inspiration for that?
No.
I already used it.
If I give him my inspiration, can you take his inspiration for that?
Oh, he gave it to me. I use it.
No.
He posted a hypothetical. He did not say he was doing it.
Ha.
It counts.
All right. So
I said it.
let's go down here to the Agonor residence. Oh, crap. Do any of you speak Infernal?
Celestial.
No.
Never mind. Ignore that. Pimple.
I'm glad I'm in the town square.
I can sit for a few minutes and do comprehend languages so we can read it.
Okay.
So I can read it and understand it.
Yeah, you come across and you can tell that there is, the door's locked and there is row upon row of ornate runes burned into it. But
Let all who enter this home without the consent of its owner burn for 99 years in the depths of Nessus and freeze for 1,000 more in the
Hi, Patrick.
icy wastes of Cania. That's Samantha.
Hi, Samantha.
Can I
imagine my
insight
headphones.
check the writing?
Sure.
Does it seem like it's a credible threat?
Yeah, she's actually, that sort of... It's a sort of threat that someone in this world would only use if they're being serious. It's like, it's not quite the F words or go to hell. It's literally like, it's more like a more serious form of go to hell. And also, it's magic-y. There's like runes and stuff, so that's all magic.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. Remember when we had the security alarm sticker, but no security alarm?
The door is locked if you want to try and get it open.
I could certainly, I could certainly try to pick lock.
I'll hand him the part of the ladder if we still have them with us, or a 10-foot pole to poke at it with, and I'm going to step back.
Yeah. Okay.
So I will try and pick the lock.
Oh, you go and try
And
and
this is
pick.
on try.
And you go and try and pick the lock, and you get burnt. You go. That all of a sudden, just a little bit of magical energy spits out of it and singes you.
Painful energy or just, static shock?
It was magical.
I mean, did I take damage or was it just yay?
You take 1 point of damage.
Okay.
Do you want to try again, or?
You know what? Yeah. If someone's taking this much effort, I'm gonna try again. That's better than a 2.
Feeling bad. That's okay. You rolled a 16.
This time fire comes out.
No, 16 plus 4.
You take 5 points of fire
20.
damage.
I rolled a 20 because he used his potent on it.
You actually rolled a
It's important.
20?
Yeah, I used my portent because I was feeling bad for him.
16.
Oh, okay, so ignore the 5 fire damage. You are able to get the lock, and overly successful. It makes the runes kind of shimmer and dim. But then you open the door, and it's a regular cottage. It's the Aganor residence. And does anyone have a background in like healing or medicine?
Nope.
I have a background in unhealing.
That it won't help. Anyway, you search the cottage, and there is and you find a chest.
Is
And
it locked?
it is locked. So if you will like to roll me one.
I can certainly attempt that this time. Yep. There we go.
You easily open this one. You find a golden holy symbol. Does anybody know religion?
I am not proficient.
I do.
Okay, give me a roll to see if you recognize it.
Not one I'm familiar with.
Yep, you don't know. And a healer's kit and a potion of healing. What do you guys do?
I would certainly take all 3.
Okay.
Oh, don't, not the, oh, that seems inappropriate. Leave the religious symbol.
Do you, Hongo?
No, because I feel that it might be useful to bluff later on if we come across someone we can say we're here to pass rights for someone. It might come in use.
Okay. Okay, parcel is in there.
Next building.
Do I find anything else?
No. You don't find anything else. It's just like, you can see, like, there's clothes and stuff, but it's all basic stuff. Do you guys want to take a 5-minute break right now?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay.
Alright, 5-minute break. We'll be right back, guys.
Oh my god, there's a picture right now in the D&D Next subreddit in a comment section comparing a rock to a Tarask.
Are they trying to say they're comparable?
No, they're trying to show how much bigger the rock is.
Wow. Well, that's better than I could do. But I mean, most of that is wingspan.
Also, apparently, I didn't realize this, but apparently rocks hunt whales by picking them out of the ocean. Like an osprey would with like a bass.
Wow. Okay, that's pretty darn big.
I wish I had made the one in the pregame bigger. Although I guess I would have had to just make it really, really long in one direction.
I am back.
Welcome back.
So what could you have the rock do then? It's not like that's going to pick up the Tarask.
He could come back to Ohio.
Which rock quote to use? Oh, did any of you guys check out the Unearthed Arcana, or so-called Unearthed Arcana for this week?
No.
I guess
No, I did not.
They just put up a page on the Duragar from the new Mordenkainen's book. People were not happy.
So it looks like I called it about Trump.
What?
Well, under the Obama administration, it seemed like we were going towards the Demolition Man future. But the second we got Trump, we switched into the barbed wire fucking timeline. We are now clearly in the barbed wire timeline.
How do we get to the Deus Ex timeline?
No. We are in the Simpsons timeline. You know what's going to happen next? Lisa Simpson is going to be the next president. Unfortunately, America's going to be bankrupt.
Yeah, but she talks China out of calling it its debts. You China cool. You pay later.
Yeah, but then somebody has to find Monster Island in the meantime.
Oh, I love that bit.
Even though it's
He
really
said
more of a peninsula.
It was just a name.
Yeah, it's really more of a peninsula.
Where's the Unearthed Arcana you're talking about? I don't see it. Oh, wait. No, I see it now. It's not really an Unearthed Arcana, because it's not under the Unearthed Arcana thing.
The little god in the clan. Huh.
So,
Oh, wow.
are
Yeah,
we
I
gonna
can understand the disappointment, though. This is one page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With no
tables
mechanics.
fuzzed out. Yeah.
So what? Is there even like stats?
I do like these weapons, though. They're pretty cool looking.
It's literally, a D12 to run your clan name, a D6 for your clan status, a D12 for their noble trait, an
Lincoln.
adventure story hook.
And what's this, Brendan? What's 200 foot and 70 feet?
The rock is has a 200-foot wingspan. The Tarask, by comparison, is like less than half that.
Wait. A rock has a 200-foot wingspan?
Yes.
Huh. Well, that certainly made what I did to it in Curse of Strahd really, really interesting.
They used to be smaller, I thought.
Was there a rock in Curse? I remember there was the bridge section, but I thought it was smaller birds.
No. It is a rock that attacks you once you leave the Amber Temple. And
I'm sad
I
you
had
guys
the
never
part.
got the Amber Temple in my game.
Oh yeah. Well, we left the Amber Temple, and they had. At that point, did they have? Yeah, they had Esmeralda, they had Rictavio, and they had Casimir. And so
Wait.
Casimir, well, because they had Casimir because they had literally just gotten the power for him to resurrect, and I'm like, as soon as he crosses the bridge, he's going to leave them to go and prepare and wait for them to head to the castle. So they're attacked as they cross the bridge. Casimir, I'm like, oh, what does he? Oh, there's an option. I'm going to use Polymorph. The thing failed. So I polymorphed it into, I think I chose a toad.
You critical rolled it.
Yeah, basically it's a polymorph into something that has 1 hit point. Fall, take a lot of damage, and wind prone. Within range for everyone to run up to and start beating the hell out of.
High school teacher accidentally fires gun in class. Wow, that did not take very fucking long.
That's like a week.
Why
Maybe
does a teacher
2.
have a gun in class?
He was a reserve officer for the Sand City Police Department, and he was pointing his gun at the ceiling.
Please tell me it was a single floor or he was on the top floor.
3 students were injured.
So no, not the top floor.
Well, okay, to be fair, those 3 students who were injured could have been standing very close to him when it went off and had suffered hearing damage.
Blood on his shirt and bullet fragments in his neck.
What the fuck happened?
Okay, it must have been a stone ceiling then.
Seaside high school teacher accidentally fires gun in class. Students injured. That took 0 time.
Yeah, it really did.
Okay, where's the source?
This is a local news.
Okay, so there is a potential that it could be fake.
I saw it on CBC earlier this afternoon.
Okay, then I give it more credence that it's been on some national news networks then. In that case, then, yeah, this is going to be a sign of, hey, you know how you want to fund this? Don't.
Apparently there was a DEA agent who shot himself in the leg in front of a classroom full of children.
That doesn't surprise me.
But if I say, why the fuck do they have a loaded gun in the classroom? I'm just a libtard who doesn't know guns.
I am a gun-loving near nutjob compared to most of the Canadians, and even I'm like, there's a bunch of kids there. Why do you have a loaded gun? They're tiny and they get their hands over everything.
I mean, I can understand wanting to have access to guns. Fine. I can understand, wanting to keep your access unrestricted to a degree. What I cannot understand is why you would let that then endanger, your most vulnerable members of society.
Because
My freedom!
My guns, Obama gonna take my guns.
Except Obama didn't take your fucking guns.
I know.
And
Like,
guess what? He Tara's online. Oh my god. All right, let's flip to playing. Hello everyone, and we are back to Dance with Kobolds. Thank you for your patience. Where we last left our heroes, we were... Here we go. We were checking out the farms. And Tara has joined us in our live stream, so hello, Tara!
She can't respond because she's not in Discord. We just all got silent after she said that, like we were waiting for a response.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
not in
yeah.
Discord. Yeah. But she was, I just saw her name pop up.
It's fine.
Anyway, it's fine. Here you find the Nesper farm. The cottage, though undamaged, has been ransacked. But you find some copper, some silver, a tinderbox, a smoking pipe, a stuffed teddy bear, and a box set of 3 dragon ante cards. Backwards.
So, yeah, I would not take the stuffed animal.
Okay, but everything else?
Everything of reasonable value or use to us, definitely. Again, I'm pragmatic. If it can be of use, I will take it. Because until I know signs that, for certain that everyone from this village is still alive, I assume they're dead.
Alright. It's kind of weird how one of them in the parcel just says sack of loot. So I guess which is a set measurement, and we'll figure that out later.
1 metric sack.
Yes, 1 metric sack. Or is it imperial?
Or is it loot, L-U-T-E, and it's just a loot in a bag?
I'm also going to say you come over here to this watchtower. And you find... Sorry, I got too many up. You find a sack full of stolen utensils, 3 vials of perfume, a stuffed blood hawk, and a copper flagon with a grinning visage of a halfling.
Do we know which direction the forest is in, or the caves that the goblins told us about? Can we look from the watchtower and see any of this?
We can ask Pogo or whatever his name is.
Hojo. They
Hojo.
say that they went to the northeast.
So this is the wrong direction.
Yeah, this is the wrong direction, and you think you can... I'm repeating somewhere. Is your thing down? Sorry about that, just some weird echoing. You can see the forest way out.
Like how far out? Like, is it miles out or hundreds of yards out?
Miles. Okay, at least a couple of miles. You can just sort of see it on the edge of your vision.
And we all know trebuchets only go up to, like, what? 300 yards? So they could have been coming from the forest. I don't remember the meme number that they
300.
Yeah, it's 300 yards or 300 feet, though.
Yards, I think? No.
Alright, so...
300 meters.
You open...
Which is approximately yards.
You open the door to this partially collapsed residence, and then all of a sudden, this sort of screeching creature jumps into your face and goes... and sort of flies away. Animal handling.
Animal handling. Okay. Nope.
I'm going to argue because you are a rogue, you can use, like, acrobatics, now that I'm thinking about it.
I was thinking more athletics to actually literally just grab it and hold it.
Either or.
What are we trying to grab something that's flying away?
Alright, with that, you are able to just sort of jump up and wrestle to the ground how do I say this?
Tressum.
Tressum, which is a cat with wings. And it's just acting like a pissed off cat.
There, little kitty. Calm down.
Oh, here. While he's holding it, though, I'll try some animal handling check. Oh, boo.
You get it to calm down just enough. It's doing that thing with like cats do, where it's not gonna claw your face right away, but it's going that sort of noise.
Can this just become the Steph does animal noises stream?
Are they good? I guess
That
not.
worked.
They're
Perfect.
funny.
And it was a baby yak.
It's a kitty. It's a flying kitty.
No, Simpsons reference.
I guess
I got
would-
it.
Wait,
Okay, you got it?
It's a Simpsons,
got the
Simpsons
reference.
reference. Patrick
Oh,
got
okay.
it.
Oh, yeah. And here's an image of what it looks like.
The yak?
No, the Tressum.
Oh, that's majestic looking wings. Like, I want one.
You gotta fight Lauren for it. Well, I guess we have to actually make it like us first.
I'm in the center of town, so I can't.
Yeah.
I
You,
might,
And
I
I'm a
might,
-1 animal handling.
I
I
would.
would that my familiar.
you could make it your familiar, I think, or you can conjure a familiar, in the form of a Tressum if you really wanted to. You get, because you now have it like calm down just enough. It has this little collar around it that says Relix around its neck. But you go into the cottage, and underneath the boulder is 2 dead bodies of older humans.
Oh,
Relax. This is not good for you. You come with us. We take care.
Okay. And a search of the house. It's just your average house. You find a few kitty toys, catnip, and
I guess we get all that.
yes, you get all that. And you a carrying case. And evidence of sort of a you guess one of these was a scribe. Because in a desk you find wax seals, ink, scrolls, land ownership documents, and tax records. And 32 gold and 17 silver.
Well, they won't need that.
Yeah.
And we'll have to feed the cat.
Yep.
I mean, there's freshly slain warg in the middle of town the cat could eat.
I mean, it's probably
Um,
already ate its owners.
I would probably, start feeding it some rations.
It takes some of your dried meat rations and eats it greedily. You guys now have a pet.
Somewhere Peach hears that and goes, "They already had one."
Aww, I'm sure they'll get
They
along.
already had one.
Oh God. All right. Okay. Next stop is the Windmill.
Wouldn't it be this crushed Watchtower first? It's on the way.
There's nothing there. It's
Because
literally
it's
just
crushed.
literally just a crushed watchtower. Nightstone's Windmill stands atop a 10-foot grassy hill. Goblins have ransacked it. And you find 6 copper pieces.
Well, shall we get those ladders and see if we can cross that broken bridge, or anywhere else you guys want to look at?
You still got some more to go.
Yeah, I would
Oh.
check the last few of them. Or at least I would want to go with the others and check it.
Oh, fair enough.
Next is Austra Farm. There's wheat there, but there's no treasure. In this one here, moving it to the side over here. And there's also nothing here too. Sorry guys, I thought there would be something in here. You also have the graveyards and other towers.
I would avoid the graveyard. I don't think
Actually,
there's any value there.
I would like to go to the graveyard.
Which one? Oh, and also in your
Wait,
wanderings,
there's more than one?
Yeah, there's 2 graveyard-looking things. There's like the Commoner's graveyard, and there's the Rich
Oh,
People's
yeah.
graveyard.
I see
And
it.
also, as now everything sort of died down and the goblins are strung up, you see 2 pigs wandering around just mulling about. Doing pig things.
Look, breakfast.
All right, I'm going to approach one of the pigs, and in common, I'm going to, and in a very nice voice, say, "Oh, I'm going to turn you into the best bacon. Just you wait."
It just looks up at you and goes oink, oink, oink.
Damn it. Well, I don't think they're polymorphed.
They're not. They are pigs. They're doing a very good job of being a pig. Alright, so you want to go to the graveyard?
Yeah, Hongo, come with me.
Okay.
Let's get these rocks out of the graveyard.
You want to move
All right.
the rocks from the graveyard?
Yeah, how big are they? Could me and Hongo move them?
No.
I mean, I am,
Huh? We're big.
I
We're
am a
big dudes.
Goliath, so I do have, some.
Yeah, I've got
you're
+5
natural
athletic.
athlete.
We
natural-
get it, you
well,
lift.
Sorry, powerful build. Powerful build.
A rock
I
this
count as
big.
one size larger when determining my carrying capacity and the weight I can push, drag, or lift.
You know what? Both of you together, roll me some athletics or some strength checks, and we'll see.
Okay. I can lift, push, or drag up to 960 pounds.
Yeah, you're not moving these rocks. These are way bigger than that.
There's 2 of us, though.
Heracles, you kind of...
Inspiration.
He says,
That's a
okay.
hernia.
22.
Alright, you and... Okay. Oh,
27.
High
okay.
five. High five.
Yeah, high five.
We have our lift bros present with us today.
Hans and Franz.
It sounds like this. I wish I had a jock smock in a shirt.
You can't you still get them?
No, I wish I had one though.
Oh, I wanted one too. Anyway, you guys are able, pretty effortlessly, to drag that boulder from the graveyard through the gate and drop it in front of the inn. You got your arm workout for the day.
Lift with your legs, not your back.
I'll play them a tune to encourage them.
And I'm going to say it, both of them, you're able to extract both of them. You see Crypt in the back, right corner. Is there anything else you want to do here?
No, just a quick prayer.
So while
Okay.
Kella is watching these big burly men move these rocks, probably somewhat appreciatively, I want to do an investigation or a perception check to see if I can spot a crossbow on her.
Okay.
Perception or investigation?
Perception. Because you're not actually touching her. She's wearing some really, really heavy and flowy robes, and, while she's staring at them appreciatively, you're maybe, depending on you might be staring at her
A
appreciatively.
5.
He's a man. Nugget's not a boy, he's a man.
A young man.
Well, I'm just saying.
A minor.
You could also be distracted by her good looks if you are attracted to the female sex.
Are you sure he's not distracted by Heracles and Hongo?
He could also be just either or.
Hey, my music's pretty damn good. He could be swooning for me.
You never know. Maybe I'm checking out that flying snake.
Yeah, you never know.
He does have a goat after all.
Oh, God.
Where's the X? Where's the X to hit?
Yeah, no, can we get off that train of thought, please?
Okay, sorry. X tapped, and I respect the X card. Sorry about that. Moving on.
I rolled a 5. I do not notice if she has anything.
Yep, you rolled a 5. Alright, you have, is that all you want to do here? Because you also have the graveyard to the north, which is the...
Is anybody going to try and go through a graveyard looking for loot in the party with the person who thinks he's the son of a god?
No.
She meant there's a rock there.
I'm a practical person when it comes to loot stuffs. If we can use it, I will take it. I'm not going to go searching around, a graveyard. That's a place for respectably interred bodies.
Oh,
the rest of these bodies should be respectably interred eventually.
Okay, and this one, there's actually nothing special, and I'm going to say the athletics check you did earlier covers it. You get them all out of these graveyards.
So we're going to the castle? We're going to the Mott?
Was there a grappling hook in the store?
I'm going to say yes.
Cool.
Thought you were throwing the gnome. I had a song for it.
What's your song?
I thought it was punting the gnome.
I believe I can fly.
No joke, I used to have...
believe I can touch the sky.
I used to have...
I want to throw a gnome every night and day. And I keep singing every time we try and talk.
I used to have a group of WoW characters that were called, like, Kill the Gnome, Punt the Gnome.
Oh, wow.
I'm not sure what else. Kick the Gnome.
And Ian,
like,
because
no joke.
And because you did sing Ian, you get an inspiration.
Awesome. So let's head to the Mott.
Alright, so you guys head on down.
Down to Fraggle Mott.
The mod is definitely up from here. We're heading up.
Or either way, you were heading in the southerly direction. You were heading down this map.
Yeah,
now
but the actual mod is up from us, like vertically.
You've ruined a Muppets reference, and I'll have you know that you should respect your elders.
I was waiting for a Mott's Clamato joke.
I was thinking about that, but I thought Fraggle Mott would be funnier.
All right.
It was.
I'm going to just see if we can get this done really easily, throw the grappling hook across.
Alright, or you could also leap across if you wanted to try it.
We have 2 ladders and some rope that we were going to strap together.
Yes, I'm going to say you guys are able to fasten a rough sort of bridge, and with it, you have a couple of false starts, but you're able to get something that covers this gap. It's still kind of rinky-dinky, so I'm going to say you can either make an athletics check or an acrobatics check with advantage.
Have used stuff from the store to try and brace it, like 10-foot poles and such?
No, it's only one 10-foot pole.
Yeah, you
asked
have
for
one.
Oh.
You only have one, yeah. But it's with advantage, so because you did put something there, and you're not going deep. So yeah,
And so it's acrobatics.
Acrobatics or athletics, either or.
Come on, somebody get a 17.
Oh, I gotta roll.
I dropped a 11, which would have given me an 18.
Inspiration.
You have advantage already.
Yeah, you have an
Oh,
advantage.
Oh, it's
Yeah, you have
advantage.
advantage.
And I say we
Why is that
tie
rolling?
everyone up to somebody who's already on secure ground before they go, so that if you fall, you're fine.
Yeah.
You just rolled an 11, but it said it was an 18.
It did this weird thing on my screen where it got stuck in the side of the box and then went pinging around like 4 times.
Yeah, so it probably lagged and still rolled a few times before, after we lost the image of it.
Oh, it pinged
Ah.
like fast, like a bugged game.
Are you guys going to just leave Keller, or she's coming with you?
Oh, I think she should come with us. It's
Yeah.
not safe for a young lady alone. She's definitely got to come.
Oh, I'll come with you to the bridge. I'm a little scared though of this contraption you have. It looks dangerous.
I'll pick her up.
This is the first time I've spoken to this woman. Can I roll insight?
What are you checking? She's giving you the same story that she's given everyone else.
I want to give a check for that crossbow as Hongo's picking her up.
All right,
Somebody
you
told me about the crossbow, so
All right,
I'm not.
all right. All right. You were told, so you can do a perception check.
Yeah, 12.
I'm just doing insight.
Okay. So
Can I check for the bow? Because I haven't done that yet.
you can check. But you
He's checking with his hands.
scoop
Yeah.
her up. As you scoop her up, you do find a little crossbow at her side that's covered by like this sort of cloaky, wide sleeve thing she has. But it's in like a normal spot where you would keep a crossbow. She's just not advertising sort of the fact that she has one. But do you
I
want
see you are armed. Good. Having crossbow is a good thing to do.
Oh, yes. Even though I've always relied on the kindness of strangers, the road is a dangerous place, as you can see here.
No, the
Oh,
road's
I
gone
see,
here.
Blanche.
The what?
The road's gone here.
I meant the village in general, and how all of a sudden it was attacked.
Oh, whoops.
Taxi mule name desire.
So, okay, with your insight, you the back of your head, your hackles are up, Heracles, but at the same time, you have no evidence of anything untoward. It could just be, like, literally just a random traveler who just happened to get stuck here and was forgotten about. Alright, so...
Are we taking her with us then?
No, she said no.
Oh no, he scooped her up and I'm guessing he went across with her.
Yeah.
She's sort of...
Classic, feet up, head hanging down around my waist because I'm tall enough that the top of her head would basically hit my belt line.
Okay. Anyway, you come to the gates. What do you guys do? And I'll move Kella.
Are the gates closed?
They are not. They're actually looking very badly disheveled.
I walk straight into the courtyard.
Well, I guess we'll follow him.
As you see in the keep, you see another gigantic rock that came down. Boom! And there are 3 guards underneath that rock. They appear to have had been like taking a nap or just hanging out, and they've got smushed
Anything reasonable to take off them?
Not really. Everything's. They weren't in their gear at all. This is very much a bunkhouse. This isn't the place where weapons are stored.
Okay, so it was an off-duty set of guards that got hit. Yes?
Yeah, they were all off duty. It looks like they don't have anything special on them.
Okay, well, let's continue on to the castle.
Agreed.
All right,
That's the ground floor?
this is sort of the one on the bottom is the ground floor, and the one on the top is the roof of the map. And you guys enter into the keep proper, so you guys would be around. You guys would be where Hongo is right now. Yeah, so you guys are around where Hongo is, and you come in, and you find 3 guards, very disheveled looking, suddenly jump up and stare at you and go, "Who are you?"
Hold up, dudes, hold up. We're friends.
Are you?
Relatively speaking, yes.
Well,
They're
we're friendly.
non-hostiles. We non-hostiles. We do not wish to have altercation.
Val Ninden. We're here to see Val.
We're here to see Val.
I was here to see Morok.
Val Nenjin?
Is that that's what you said?
Ninden, or Nindar.
So yeah, we're here to see her.
Oh! As you can see, it's Velrosa Nandar. And as you can see here, she's dead. I'm Sadiri, and this is Torem, Alara, and Kaylin. It's just been a terrible 2 days.
What happened?
Nightstone was bombarded by rocks that dropped from this castle in the sky. And one of the other guards sort of snickers and be like, bullshit. But it was a castle in the sky, and there was a rock that tore away the bridge, and it just kept pummeling us. And the people, I saw the people lower the drawbridge and just run for their lives.
Did anyone come out of the castle?
No, we couldn't leave. As you can see, the bridge got knocked out. We've been stuck here.
Oh, the flying castle.
No, not that I could see. Once the villagers, excuse me, sorry, no people, mind you, but once the villagers had fled, there were 4 pale-skinned giants descended from the castle and uprooted the Nightstone in the village square and took it back to their castle. And then the castle left.
Yeah, what's the Nightstone?
It was this big, beautiful stone with strange runes on it. I don't know why it was here at all, but Nightstone gets its name from it, and it was very pretty, and in the middle of the square was like our good luck charm almost.
Tell the
Didn't
truth?
work.
He is telling the truth, or as far as you're aware.
And who was the Nendar woman?
She was Lady Nandar, was the lady and ruler of this village and local area.
Well, there's a bridge there now. Do you have places that you can go? We think that some of your people may have survived in the goblin caves.
Oh!
Survives is a possibility.
That's why I said may have.
I wanted to emphasize that.
Potential ones who leave village okay.
Oh.
Wait, you're not just going to hide, right? You're going to come help us save them.
Well, we're not hiding. We're guarding Our Lady's body. We're waiting for reinforcements to come and we can bury her. Her husband just died last year and it's been terrible.
We can quickly help you bury her. There are no reinforcements coming. You need to be our reinforcements if we are going to take out these goblins.
What do you mean, no reinforcements? And Heracles gonna hold his arms out. What do you call us?
Do you want me to do a persuasion on them, or?
Yeah, do some persuasion.
Can I help?
Please do.
I feel like I was helping with that.
That's a 13.
All right. Heracles.
So 13 plus those guys helping.
Plus
13 plus
5 is 18.
He used his portent.
That's both of them.
I haven't actually played with the divination wizard before. That's pretty cool.
And with that, he kind of sits down here and goes, well, if any one of us wants to volunteer to go, I suppose I can't, keep you.
Don't you want? I'm going to start pacing back and forth in front of. You said there were 3 guards.
Yeah, 4 guards. They all looked like they're thirsty. They all look like they haven't eaten or slept very well in the past, 24 hours. They look like they have a point of exhaustion.
So I'm going to start strumming on my guitar while going in front of them with, I know, Eye of the Tiger starting. So, bum, bum, like that beginning part. And I am going to be like, your lady is dead. Someone took her from you, and you don't want to find out who? Are you men or are you mice? And I'll just do the big spiel as I'm walking back and forth. Is that intimidation or persuasion?
Persuasion. But you already rolled.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Should I do intimidation?
You don't need to. They all look bog tired and exhausted.
So we set off tomorrow morning, boys.
There is still some food at the inn. There was some. Well, there's most of a cheese wheel left, and some other
chicken,
goods and provisions.
And we can give you water.
I thought I saw a goat. Oh wait.
I slap him with mage hand.
Oh.
You also realize, and then this, well, I guess it would have some sort of water, but there wasn't a lot of provisions here, and they're like, food?
There's a well.
There's a river.
I can't see, a well in here.
There's a well in the town square.
She's talking about in the keep that has been sequestered from the main town.
It's gotta have a well.
I figured it had. I figured it had at least a well, but from the looks of it, there was only a little bit of food left, and that's not what was destroyed.
What did Lady Velrosa die from? Was it one of the rocks? Was it damage? Something else?
It was the rocks. They just bombarded us, and out of the blue. One of them fell on the roof, and for a brief second we thought it was fine, but then the roof came crashing down right on top of her. Nobody could have pushed her out of the way. It was like that.
Well, we will make better. We will make sure she interred with her family.
Good. I'm worried about Nightstone now. There's no lord or lady here.
Now's the time to fight for it as I play.
And what do you play?
Basically the same thing as before. The opening die of the tiger.
Eye of the tiger, it's the fear of the fight. He sits down and he says, you can look through the castle here if you find any sort of weapons or anything. Leave the wealth for their distant relatives. It's going to take a while to work its way through the courts. But, yeah, we're going to take a rest for a while, and thank you at least for giving us some relief. And if there's food and we can at least get down below, we can at least... How's the inn? Is it completely destroyed?
There are a few rooms that are still in good enough condition. It will need fixing.
And you said you could help us bury our comrades and Our Lady here?
I would be happy to.
Yes. It is only right that those who perished are properly given their due.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Alright, let's get to that first. We've had to sleep next to our dead companions for a night, and obviously none of us slept well. So give me athletics checks to move the stones out of the way, or just enough sort of out of the way you can grab at bodies. Pass. Heracles?
Oh, is it for is it with advantage?
Well, Hongo is able with almost one hand sort of to plop it up. Just enough. So that you guys are able to get one or two bodies out, but Heracles, he's doing that this never happens sort of look. He busted his wrist while trying to counterweight, lift off the rock, and he can barely sort of hold it in place. But you are able to get the bodies out, I say.
I don't see you two helping, glaring at Gerald and at Nugget.
You can do it. I believe in you.
I'm using my mage hand. That's what kept you from breaking your entire back.
Alright.
Do we need
A
help
god
with
does
a
not
push?
break his back from a rock.
There's my push.
And with that, Gerald is able to come in and almost smoothly just duck down and push up the boulder, so it's like almost completely off, and you guys are able to throw it into the courtyard.
I loosened it for you.
No. Push, not pull.
I am. Oh, there we go.
Oh! And with that, Heracles kind of, limped to lift up the body of Lady Verona, Lady Vel Nandar, and she was able to sort of scoop. Yeah, and again he couldn't really do it, but then Pimble here comes in and was like, "I'll help you, buddy," and.
You ever seen a kid hold on to a rolling hay bale?
No.
No, that's oddly specific.
That's what happens to Pimble. Like, he's holding on and the rock starts rolling and he holds on and he starts going up the rock until he's on the top.
Wait, what?
Well, you've never seen... Oh, 1 second. I'll find a video.
No, I've never seen
I know
that.
exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, Pimble talks about the idea of using a fulcrum and just pops it up.
Yes, and you're able to gently scoop up the body of her body, and all together, I say, you guys are able to at least lay them in the grass for now.
How big are these rocks?
They are very big. They're
Like, what's the diameter? Just of an average one.
I don't know. It doesn't say.
They're
It just says they're
probably
big.
They're probably about as big around it as a medium creature. Probably go 5 feet.
All right. Do you guys want to do anything in the keep before you move on? Oh yeah. You know what? This is yeah. I'm going to end the stream in a little bit. Is there anything other last minute things you want to do?
I would ask the guards if there is anything worthwhile to grab from the keep that might aid in, rescuing any of the people who might be held by the goblins, as we believe, or that might help to, restore the town.
Well, the kitchen's been destroyed, so there's no food.
What about coin or writs of mark? The things that the rich people use to show that they are rich.
Oh, with that, we'll handle that. You go and, if you're able to investigate those caves the goblins have been talking about, and just bring them back, we'll head off to the next town and gather more supplies. It's not that big of a journey. We are loyal to... Go ahead.
Any sort of healing or provisions you could help provide us to make journey safer for us?
Well, there is the there's the general store. They might have a healing potion. The local midwife, I think she keeps a healer's kit and a potion somewhere in her cabin. But here, no, we don't. We weren't expecting this. We really weren't. We made peace with the elves of our deep forest, just last year, so we're not as, prepared as we were, in previous years.
I see. Good.
And there literally isn't, like, a healer's kit or anything like that, either.
Well, I've worked up an appetite with all this exercise, so I'd certainly be happy for some food if the rest of you want to join. I can throw together something half decent.
Okay, and with that, I say you will take a long rest, and or you guys will sit down to, let's say, an early dinner, and I'll eat collectively. And with that, I will end the stream. Thank you for joining us tonight, Champion Tofu, Tabby Cat, and Arcus. Sorry, I took a brief pause. I don't want to mess up your name. Thank you for joining us tonight. Brendan, we are playing tomorrow?
We are not. I posted in the Khazgar thing. I got to study.
All right, we will not
I
be
have
playing
midterms.
Durr, how dare they? So we will not be playing tomorrow night, and we will not be playing Thursday, because this weekend we are going to Breakout Con in Toronto, Ontario. Please come out if you are in the Toronto area. It is a convention for gamers by gamers. And with that, we will begin our regularly... will we do Khazgar next week, if not this week, Brendan?
We'll do it next week, yeah.
Okay. And we will get back to our regularly scheduled programming next week. Have a nice week. Bye-bye.
Unless Ian wants to do his Spire or 80s spy thing.
No, I'm getting ready for Breakout.